Hello everyone. Good morning. Sorry for the late start. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hello everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for waiting. I sincerely apologize for the late start. I had some technical difficulties. Thank God it got resolved. All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the chat and thank you as well for waiting. So, our topic for today is, can a couple have separate bank account? Can a couple have a separate bank account? So, I would love that we start our live stream with a small word of prayer. Thank you, Father, for this day. Thank you, Father, for counting us among the living. Direct this stream, inspire couples, inspire singles, touch homes through this stream, and also grant me the grace to be able to deliver this content accurately in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Hello, Cubs. Then welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much, Cubs. Then thank you so much. Welcome, Bibi Physio Food. Good morning. Welcome, my dear sister. How are you? Esther Corner is in the building. Welcome. Stella Secret Place. Mommy Stella, you are welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you guys for waiting. I really appreciate this kind love. Is too much. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for coming. Our topic today is, can a couple have a separate bank account? What do you guys think about the topic for today? Can a couple have separate bank account? We have 8 people and 7 people in the building and 8 likes. Wow. Minister of Music, Terence Trowa. Thank you for coming. Welcome. Tracy Ojebulu, welcome, my dear. I saw you here earlier. Deborah Mosley, welcome. I'm so glad to see you all here again. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. And our topic for today, can a couple have a separate bank account? Renoma Empire, welcome. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you so much for coming, Renoma. So let's move straight into our topic. Guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share if you can. Thank you so much for coming. So let's move to our topic. Can a couple share, should couples have separate bank accounts? Should couples have separate bank accounts? We know that most marriages, homes today are broken by the issue of money. I mean, it's one of the leading cause of divorces in the world today. Money. So, what do you all think? Should couples have separate bank accounts? However, today I have a few points that I've prepared. I want us to see. I have 6 points prepared today that I want us to see. And guys, to answer your question, yes and no, because it depends on each couple. Cubs, then, thank you for that. Thank you so much. So let's move on to point number one, guys. I will not keep you all waiting. Point number one, each relationship is unique, and the way you handle money affects your relationship. Which one is more valuable? Your money or your body? You share the same body, and how can money be more valuable than your body? Yes, guys, and then we have a scripture from Matthew 6:21, which says, For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. No, couple should work in one account. Yeah, Mommy Stella says couple should work in one account. Thank you so much, Mommy Stella. We see that it's not a one size fit all. Every couple is unique, and it's Every couple is unique and handle money in a certain way, and I just want us to approach it from another perspective. If you share the same body, what is more valuable? You share the same room, you share the same body, and then you keep money away. Which one is more valuable? Money or your body? Janet Anuku, welcome to the stream. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for joining. Our topic: should couples have separate bank accounts? Yeah, each relationship is different. I think it's no problem and it depends on the couple. Thank you so much, BB Physio Food. Yeah, it depends on the couple as each relationship is unique and the way you handle money affects your relationship. So what is more precious, your money or your body? Sometimes you share your body but you don't want to share your money. That will take us right into point number 2. I would like for us to approach this from the perspective of our point number 2. The perspective of finance in a couple is more focused on teamwork, accountability, transparency, and not only in which bank account the finances are. It says transparency increases intimacy, uh, because knowing what each other makes is intimate. Sharing financial future, investment, and goals just bring you very close and increases your communication. Hi, Vance John Closet. Welcome, 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 cheerleady. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining us this morning. Our topic: and should couples have separate bank accounts? We're in our point number 2. And we know that when you know what each other makes, you sit down to talk about it, you share your financial future, you share your investments, you share your goals. That just brings you close and increase communication and intimacy. Hi, Gloria Chichi. Good morning. I'm glad to see you here today. How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream, Gloria Chichi. Our topic for today is: should couples have separate bank accounts? So we are on our point number 2. You know that when you talk about your finances, it improves communication in the couple. You have something to talk about. You are not careful about anything. You are open to each other. Your husband knows what you make, you know what your husband makes, and both of you share the same financial future, share the same investment, and that just brings you close. How can we overemphasize this, guys? Keep those comments coming. Mommy Stella secret place. Keep those comments coming. Miss Vance John Closet. I want to hear what you all think. Tracy says, "Hey, Mama, Good afternoon, Mama. Mommy Stella, they're greeting you there. Right, guys, let's talk about this point. The perspective of finance it should be more focused on teamwork. It's not more just about I have a point. I think I have another point that says it's not really about the bank account, it's about the finances, because you can still have the same bank account and then still grumble about it. You have a bank account, you say, I earn more than she does, or I earn more than he does. He only puts in 25% and all the money is mine. Look at him there, just behaving as if it is his money. Honestly, Janet Anoku says, honestly, I prefer having my own account. I want to be able to spend money when I want instead of waiting for my husband to to sign a paper before I get money. That's Janet Anoku's point. She says she wants to have her own bank account. Just like we said, every couple is individual. Some people prefer to function individually and then communicate about their expenses, about they're transparent about what they are doing. Like you might have your account, your husband have their account, and you guys just decide to be transparent about what you guys are doing, and you are able to talk about what you are doing without trying to have plan Bs or mounting some walls against the other person. Every couple is different. However you approach it should be a matter of you being transparent, being a matter of teamwork. If you see that it's more easier, your husband too can agree that it's more easier to let this woman have deal with her account, so that I mean we can just talk about it when we meet. She can go to the market when she wants to go. You want to go do grocery, you don't need to wait for him to call you from work and then give you an okay that yes, you are allowed to spend 100 euro on groceries. And if you spend more, you have to explain. Maybe you can agree on that, or you can agree, or okay, we watch on each other spending. Before you spend 100 euro or $100, I have to know, or before you spend 100 something, you have to get permission. Some couples it works for them. The other couple just want independency, and then you merge it at the point where you just communicate about it. Janet Anoku says that I know how much he makes a month and he knows mine. We don't spend recklessly though. That works for you. The point about this should be about the teamwork, right? Should be about the teamwork, the accountability, the transparency, and not only the bank account in which the finances are found. I know of somebody who said that they were working, and their spouse was not working, and while they were putting the money in the bank account and busy working, their spouse was sending that money to their family, to the spouse's family, while the woman, and then the spouse gave access to his family to be withdrawing from that account. There's so many things like that. So joint account is not only about joining the account and which is not healthy. It's about the communication that is behind it. It's about the transparency. It's about the teamwork, the accountability that lies in it. If you have a joint account and every day you're fighting about the joint account, by the way, I put more money there. How much do you have? By the way, you see this account has $200. I put 175 and you only put 25, and you are fighting. Having that same bank account is not even helping you people, because it's just a battlefield where you can meet and fight. Bibi Fizofu says some men are businessmen and they use money on buying their goods here and there, and maybe you want to use money for something, and he says wait, especially when you have kids in, it is better to separate. Bibi Fizofu thinks that it is better to separate because men who are businessmen will randomly use money to buy goods and may run out of funds, especially when you have kids and there is nothing to back up with. I mean, that's also another thing that you have to agree with your couple. Everything, that's what I said, that we should approach it with a perspective of teamwork, accountability, transparency, and not only which bank account that money is found in. I mean, you can agree with your spouse that you see you always overdraft this business account. I'd rather have this account here where at least it doesn't get that much overdraft. We have kids here. I mean, we cannot run out of funds, and then you come home, there is nothing to give to eat, there is nothing for the kids because you overdraft. So you both can decide that yes, this teamwork, keep that account there for the house while I run this other business account. Hey, Elmitonia, welcome to the building. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you coming here today. Thank you. How are you doing? How are you doing, Emitonia? I'm so glad to see you here today. Our topic today is, should couples have separate bank accounts, Emitonia? I am very real, darling. So, yes. Did someone say something? Okay. Gloria Chichi, welcome to the stream. I think this is my first time to see you here. Feel free. Everybody in the house here is genuine. Thank you for coming. And just like we said, it's more about the teamwork and not about where the money is found. It's more about the teamwork. Yes, Emitonia, thank you so much. I'm doing great by God's grace. And thank you so much for coming. You know that for where two or three are gathered in my name, there I am in their midst. That's Matthew 18:20. Where two or more are gathered in the name of the Lord, God is in their midst. When you two unite to run your finances, God is there. Yeah, unlike if you are there opening your purse at the back away from your spouse, and they're hiding, fidgeting with money here and there, and God will not be inside. God only comes in where two or more are gathered in unity in his name. So sometimes it's not really, I don't really think it's about the account. Having a joint account is excellent. And if the couple can agree that they will have their own separate account, it's up to them. Every couple is not the same. There's some couples that live in separate countries. And if you don't have a certain status or a particular status, you might not be able to run the same bank account. And in that, even in that case, you see that all you need is to be transparent. All you need is to have accountability. It should be like some sort of teamwork that is going on. I know a family, Bibi says, I know a family that they had a joint account and the man was having a grown-up child out of the marriage without the knowledge of the woman. And after 20 years of marriage, wow, that's terrible. That's just, I mean, that's just a breach of transparency. Because if you are in a marriage and you are in the marriage for over 20 years and you have a child out of that marriage and your spouse does not know, that's breach of transparency. It's just that's an issue. Yeah, that's an issue. And it is really not about the bank account now. It's about the issue of their marriage. They need to work on their marriage, on their relationship. These things center around the relationship. If you have a healthy relationship and you are in unity, you share your body, you share your room, you share everything, you also have to share your finances. And sharing finances doesn't necessarily mean that bank account is excellent, but at the same time you two can agree on how to run it, just in the same sense as working as a team. I can feel like I'm a spender. I say, please, let's not join this money, because if we join this money, all of us can go on a wreck, all of us can go bankrupt. In that way, let's leave it here and here. That way we do this with this one and do that with that one, so that they are not all in one place. It all depends on the couple. And some couple just think that they feel safe being at the same place. Whatever a couple decide should be in the mindset of teamwork and transparency and accountability. Janet Anoko says, here in Italy, I've seen women that work and the money goes into the joint account and their men spend all the money without the woman's permission. And when they talk, they become bad women. Yeah, that's what I said, Janet Anoko. Thank you for that comment. You see that being in the same bank account is not any sign of unity. As much as it promotes unity, it is not that you guys are in unity, because you can, what is the point having a joint bank account when you don't agree on the expenditure of that bank account? Another person is working, another person is spending behind the back of the person who is working. I do not disagree for a joint bank account. It all depends on what is healthy for the couple and what the couple decides. The woman discovered that all the money they have been saving, the man sent the money home for the child. That is breach of transparency, baby. That's not healthy. That's breach of transparency. Whatever is happening to the money should be in the perspective of transparency and teamwork. Because even if they don't have a joint account and the man is working his money and sending to that child and the woman doesn't know about it, it is still not good. It's not only because he used the joint account money, is even if he didn't have joint account money, they are one, because the husband and the wife are one. Even his money that he is using behind the back of the woman to send to the child back home for 20 years is a breach of transparency. And will I say it's like betrayal. So it's not about the money being on the same account, it's the mindset towards that money. Is a mindset, is the teamwork. Are you actually having the mindset of putting these things together because you two are one? And then if you put that together with God in it, let's say that woman and that man had that bank account together. If they actually pray, do they pray about the bank account? Are they really sincere to themselves and to each other? You see that those things will not happen. One day you really have to say, I have, before we pray, I have something to tell you. I know I have done this for a while, but I really need to come out clear, and I hope you find a place to forgive me. Comes then says that this is why there is no one cut answer on this question. Each couple has to work what works for them. There is no one size fits all. Thank you so much, Comes then, for that post. There is no one size fit all for this matter. In as much as they recommend joint accounts, in as much as there are exceptions, joint account is beautiful. But we should not only focus on the negative things that are happening to joint accounts. to make as if joint account is a very bad thing. In as much as people are abusing the joint account, there are people that are functioning, that are vibrating at a very nice frequency with that joint account. It's very beautiful. And but the thing is that what is published is only the bad things that happen about this joint account. And those who have joint account and that is flourishing, we don't hear about it because they are there busy enjoying the flowers. Then see, Stella Secret Place says that because I have a joint account with my husband does not make me to close my eyes. I am very alert to our day-to-day expenses. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mommy Stella. Excuse me, guys. I was sipping some drink here. It doesn't make how yeah, that you know that brings you too close together. When you bring it close together, you have your eyes open, like what is going on in this account today? What is happening in this account today? What is going on? Is somebody withdrawing something without my knowledge? And then you have to talk about you that will make you to come to communication. That's why having that joint bank account, you don't close your eyes. Your eyes are there. You have an obligation to talk. I see that. Wow, did you realize that we are already at $500 in our joint account? Wow, I can't believe that account is growing so fast. Topic for discussion and intimacy. You know, before someone knows your salary, before someone knows what you make, that is an intimate information. And when you share it with somebody, it means you guys are really, really intimate. When you share it with your spouse, you guys, that's intimacy. You don't go around, you don't just tell people what you make. You don't just tell people what is your worth. For someone to know what your worth is vulnerable. And the only place where you can make yourself vulnerable is in your marriage. But at the same time, people have abused it. We cannot just base on that to cancel the fact, because a lot of marriages are flourishing on these dimensions, but they are not published. Cynthia Walls TV, welcome to the building. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming, Cynthia. Cynthia Walls TV, I didn't see you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got so much talky, and I did not see you, my dear. How can I do that? Welcome to the live stream. I appreciate you coming today and for joining the chat. Yeah. So, oh, exactly, Mommy Stella. Vince just supports what Mommy Stella says, that when you have a joint account, you cannot close your eyes. You have to be on the watch, monitor what is going on in your joint account. One person may be better on paying the bills than the other. That is true. It is all your agreement, not like you get up and start fighting. This is my bill and that is yours. So if you feel like you're the one who is better off paying bills and the other is not, you just start tell them, remember that you have to pay the water bill this month. That's your business, because if you don't pay, it's on you. And then because I'll pay electricity and heat and gas and you are going to pay that and that and that is on you. No, it's all about teamwork. It's all about team. You should all work in the mindset of teamwork and unity. Yes, Miss John Close, I really agree that. Oh, yes, Vince, I will not work for someone to be enjoying it. Both of us agree on our expensive, and that works for you, Mommy Stella. You see, right? And this thing there is not one size fit all, as Constant had already indicated up in the chat. This thing is the mindset behind the money. The mindset behind the money. If your mindset behind the money is to challenge, your mindset behind the money is to show how much you've brought in, your mindset behind the money is like, I need to work, I need to be watchful, or I need to, your mindset in the money is not towards teamwork. That's the problem, because even if you have a joint bank account, you can still fight in that joint bank account and scatter it. Janet says it's so frustrating knowing that someone actually worked so hard, but at the end she can't even lay her hands on a dollar. Lord have mercy. Some people don't suffer, sha. Yeah. And Janet Anoku, thank you for your comment. And usually what I would say about this is that most of the time, Janet Anoku, there are signals that we ignore. If you are in a healthy relationship, with your spouse, you will not miss signals. Things will start signaling to you. You will know, this usually happens when the two of you are not intimate. If you are really, really intimate with your spouse, You might not be able to miss some signals. You share joint bank account. You talk about it. You have conversation. Even while you are conversing, you can get signals. Women, we are champion for that, right? If you are very, very intimate with your spouse and you guys are sharing a, a joint bank account and you are constantly having financial dates where you sit and talk about your finances and you are genuine to each other and you know that your marriage is healthy, you will start knowing signals when they start to come. Money is the number one tool that destroy marriage. That's true, mommy Stella. Money, money, money. Money, 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 money. Some would have divorcing to get alimony. Mhm. And Tracy says, honestly, let's move on to point number three. Point number three says, when everything is together as a team, it brings sense of unity to your marriage and your finances. And then the word of God supports that, guys. How good and how pleasant it is for brothers to live in unity. It is like precious oil on the head, running down on the beard, running down on Aaron's beard, down upon the collar of his robe. Unity, unity, unity. We cannot overemphasize on unity. If couples manage their finances in unity, that's when the blessing pours. That's heaven commands blessing to pour upon you. When you look at couples who manage their finances separately, I'm not talking about joint account or separate accounts. I'm talking about managing their finances separately. That couple is usually blessed. Prosperity is at an very high exponential rate. But you realize that couples that separate, they go. I mean, they don't prosper that much. You might think because you might even have a bank account, guys, and fight about it in that you only have access to 25% of that bank account because you just brought in that little. I have access 75% to that bank account because I brought in much. So you cannot spend beyond $100 from that account, whereas I can spend $300. That you already put yourself in a situation of a fight. Money is the number one tool that destroy marriage. That's true. The whole thing depends on both couples. Iron it out from before saying I do to each other. Mommy Stella, that calls for accountability, right? Accountability. You have to have accountability and check your balances when check your points when you are choosing a spouse. Is he accountable? Yeah, is he accountable? Does he have accountability? Does she have accountability? Can she be accountable? That starts from home. Look at a child. Is she accountable to her parents? Is she accountable to her church? Is she accountable to the people around her? How firm is her accountability? When you know that person with that, they can also be accountable with money. Luckily, my case is not like that because I won't last a week in such a marriage. Yes, like I said, Miss Janet Anoku, marriages with healthy finances thrive very far more better than marriages without healthy finances. Marriages that manage their finances together and that they have agreed on something that is working for them. It's about agreeing on something that is working for your couple. It should be upon agreement. If so, you are doing something and the other person is not agreeing on it, maybe you are in a marriage relationship that your spouse wants you to have a joint account, but you are not into that joint accounting. Whenever they bring in that topic, say just stop it. I've already let you know that I don't want joint account. Do your thing and do my thing. Usually those marriages are not healthy, and most of them will end up in divorce. Okay, guys, let's go to point number this thing number three. Point number four. Yep. Having a separate bank account as plan B in the background in case of a divorce indicates insecurity in marriage. Janet and Nuku, what do you think about one? Mommy Stella, Cynthia Wall, guys, say something, Tracy. Having a separate bank account as a plan B on the background in case of divorce indicates insecurity in your marriage. Yeah, because if you are having a separate bank account, BB Physiofood has said about it that you might have a husband who's a businessman and usually runs overdraft in the business account, it might be risky to merge those accounts, just in the case that you have a family and you don't want to run overdraft with kids. You don't know what can happen at any time. They might require milk, and you don't have, $2 to run to the store and grab a jug of milk. So she recommends that maybe there should be separate accounts for the security of the family, and which is good. But if it's the fact that your spouse, or you want your spouse to merge income so that you can make goals together, and you're like, I don't want that thing. I don't want to hear anything of that sort. Anything of that sort. I don't want anything like that. Do your thing, I do my thing. That is when you don't activate heavenly blessings. But if everything is happening like you say, honey, just keep your account there, okay? My account is a business account. That way, we'll do business with this one. Even if it overdraft, at least we still have your account on the background. But if you are having a separate bank account behind your marriage as a plan B in case of a divorce, it means you already have insecurity in your marriage. And then in that case, you will have to work on the relationship. Nobody will ask you to merge your finances. You are insecure in their home. Means that one foot is inside and one foot is outside. Because when you make marriage vow, you are making them for better, for worse. And if you're already thinking at option B, it means that something is not going right in that house. No happy married couple is there thinking the day I will divorce. Nobody is there thinking that when they are happily married. But if that is crossing your mind, you don't agree with what Janet Anoku. What don't you agree with having a separate bank account as a plan B in the background in case of a divorce? Is okay. If you have a separate bank account, if you are transparent and accountable with your spouse, how do you handle that separate bank account at the back in case of a divorce? How do you handle that? And at the same time, this point doesn't cancel the fact that women, I mean, not only women, each, even when you are married, you are still, you are still a whole by yourself. Sometimes, like women, right, right, you go out for a walk, you see, you want to buy like an ice cream, you have to stop for an ice cream at the market. You don't need your husband's signature who is in the office to sign that you can buy ice cream out. You need at least some coins for yourself. That doesn't cancel that fact. I mean, just something for yourself is not a bad thing, because you can also give that allowance for individuals to have something for themselves. And how you use something for yourself, that one is up to you. And some couples do that, some don't. It is also a healthy way to let know that maybe men, they just like to, I mean, you are out there, you just feel like I should stop by somewhere and sit and just have a meal out, or just do something out by myself, or I'm with friends somewhere and it requires me to pay for, I mean, to do some charity. There are certain things that you don't always need to ask the other before doing. That's in your independent zone, which is healthy for the man. But if you are there hiding the income because you have plan B for divorce, it means that that marriage is unhealthy. I am not saying that you should not do it, but the marriage is unhealthy. Hello, daughter of Zion. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the live stream. I'm so happy to have you here in the house today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. And our topic for today is, should couples have separate bank accounts? Should couples have separate bank accounts? And we are at the point where having a separate bank account as a plan B in the background in case of a divorce indicates that indicates insecurity in the marriage. At the same time, Janet Anoku, I wasn't saying that you shouldn't, because if like I said, if you have a healthy relationship, and in that healthy relationship, you guys are talking about your finances, you will know signals. And sometimes when people identify these signals that this thing might end someday bad, oh, that's when they start behaving like this. That's why I said that this behavior is an indication of marriage insecurity. And in that case, you have to work on that relationship. Yeah, that relationship has to be worked on. And if we are a child of God, we do not even have to conform to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God. That's Romans 12, verse 2. We know that the will of God for us to be one is perfect. God never brought this perfect will to come and to be a detrimental thing for us. It is always for our good. When we unite, couples who unite can tell you they thrive better that way. And couples who separate and have something to hide I mean, I don't mean that you cannot have another money for yourself that is money in your pocket that has nothing to do with family total income. That's you. But it is not for the detriment of your home, because hiding money at the background, in the background for divorce, is not to the construction of that marriage. Trust me, that marriage has issue, and those issues need to be resolved. Janita, no, I don't know if I made the point clear. And our fifth point today: most couples who operate separately usually don't have a healthy marriage. Yep, we already said that. And some of them don't stay married. You cannot be separated and expect God to bless and multiply, because Genesis 2:24. Therefore, man shall Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. Genesis, how can someone be in marriage and be planning for plan B? It means the marriage has ended long. Right. That's what I was saying, right? It means that we are on the same point. We are agreeing on that point. How can you be in a marriage and you are saving for divorce? It means that that marriage has ended. You are just what you are just, gathering your divorce resources to go. Yeah, because if you have a plan, if you are in your marriage and actually there's a plan B for divorce, then what you need to work on is your relationship first, and then bring yourself together to be one. It means you are no more one, because when you feel that you are one with your spouse, you will really not have plan B. Even if you have, let's say you have some allowances that you are setting aside, maybe you are setting aside for something. Women, we like to buy kitchen stuff, right? That our husbands really don't see why you are buying an onion chopper. You already have a blender. What are you doing with onion chopper? You already have a knife. What do you need an electric knife for? They don't understand it. And we too don't understand why they're buying two computers. You already have a laptop, an iPad. Why do you need another one? We don't understand why they want to buy extra electronics. At that time now, it doesn't mean that if you can have your small money on the side that you are keeping up for that. But it's not against your marriage. It's not against your marriage. And couples who operate separately usually don't have a healthy marriage. And what I mean by separately, it doesn't mean separate bank account, because some couples operate totally unified. They have accountability and transparency with different bank account. Each other has the password to the bank account. They have access to those separate bank accounts, and are even listed in the bank accounts, but they are just not a joint bank account. Some people who operate healthy in that way, it's just extra trust that they have for each other. I know, keep it, you can have the password at any time, you have access to this account. So couples who operate separately usually don't have a healthy marriage relationship. You get up in the morning, I pay my bills, you pay yours, I pay my. Can you also separate children, my children, your children? No. If you cannot separate children, uh, you cannot separate your room or your house. We are married, but let me have my own house and then you have your own house. Then you are separating finances. Really, there will be, I mean, it will affect the marriage. Couples who have had to manage their finances together have reported, high, high stability in their marriages and high success, and even the blessing of God comes down in those homes in abundance. Yeah. Thank you so much, Cogden, for moderating. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yep. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. When you become one flesh, you become one flesh in everything. And when they even say the woman has to submit to a man, submission, it means that you subscribe to their mission, right? How can you be subordinate? How can you submit? How can you be a sub of some mission and your money is not part of that mission? Yeah. It really separating that money thing It's about agreement. What you guys agree on is what works best, not one size fit all. You cannot create a joint account. Your spouse can know that they spend too much. I cannot join. If I join my account with you, you always be mad at me. So let's keep it different because I know that you manage better. Yeah. So let's move on to point number 7. If you don't have comments on that one, thank you so much, guys. We have 7 people in the building, 16 likes. Yay! The Bible is complete indeed. Thank you, Tracy Ajebu. Thank you so much. Thank you. Separate finances just keep the couple apart, and doing things independently will become a normalcy. Let's say if you have my salary, I have my pay, you have your pay. I don't know what you earn. You don't know what I earn. By the way, you don't know what my car loan is. You don't know what I don't know what yours is. Everybody mind their business. It will really be hard for us to sit and have a genuine conversation because if when you are conversing with people, you have boundaries. You have boundaries that you cannot cross, and when those boundaries exist within a marriage relationship, that marriage is no more healthy. Yeah, you do your thing. You're with your spouse and wondering what how much do they earn. Oh, they don't say it because you two don't want to say your own. There is no communication. You realize that you avoid that topic. You play avoidance. You rather talk with your girlfriends or with your boyfriends about it than talk about it in the or you have some complice at work that you guys talk about, and when you come home, peep, you keep your mouth shut. In fact, this money thing in the family can destroy a lot of homes, and it's all about the approach and the mindset that we use to handle this money. It's really not about where the bank account is, but about what it's in your mind about the money. Love the topic. I think if there is trust, having one bank account is not a problem. Unity is the key to everything in a home. If the fear of God is in the middle, everything will work. Thank you so much, daughter of Zion, for that. Thank you so much for that post. Um, it is in concurrence with what we had seen before you came into the chat. Unity is what we are looking for. Transparency is what teamwork is what we are looking for. And if God is in the midst of it, God said that where two or more are gathered in my name, I am in their midst. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. When there is unity, that's when heaven commands blessing to come down. When your money is united in the name of the Lord, when you put God in it, know that you cannot do it by yourself. Put God in it. Heaven will command blessings to come on that money, and you will not believe what you two can do together than you alone. Thank you so much, daughter of Zion, for that. For that post. And then we have First Timothy 6:10 says, "For the love of money is the root to all evils." For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some converted after, they have erred from faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrow. Yeah, well, you see that couples who separate their finances have many sorrows in their marriage. And it's usually the love of money. That's my money. I cannot work my money for somebody to eat. And then that mindset even blocks you from even giving that person. I understand that some people have abused trust, but sometimes we do not even give ourselves the opportunity to trust somebody and monitor the signals. You don't just give your trust naively and go Janet and Noku. When you give your trust, Bible says we have to be wise. You give your trust and you monitor the signals around the trust. Okay, because maybe you have a joint account, you see that every time your spouse is overdrafting this money to give to his family, and then the children don't have something to eat in the house. Like a wise woman, you just say, you know that I have to be setting something aside because I don't want my kids to sleep one day without eating. And then while you guys are working on that situation, at least you are having a plan B for your children, which is the upkeep of your family still. It doesn't mean that when you give trust naively and just die in the trust. That raising a child in Africa for 20 years, excuse me, with your money and you have no clue. And you have no clue. Nothing signaled you. Do you guys think that men can be that smart to run behind your back and you don't notice? Even though hubby and I had separate accounts, we both know what take care of every month and how to handle the rest of it. This has worked for us for 15 years. That is very good, Janet Anoku. Yeah, because some people just think that, oh, if you must have a joint bank account. Me neither, I don't agree that you must have a joint bank account. However, a joint bank account is healthy and very beautiful, but it works differently for different couples. Some people are just happy seeing it added up together and being a big sum. Some people just feel free. I mean, just do your thing. What do you think you can pay on your end? I mean, if you have shortage, let me know. If you need help, yeah, I know. Oh, you see, I was not able to pay all the bills this month because of what happened last month. Oh yeah, I got you. I'll back you up. Or you say, hey, looks like you are short because remember the other day that the car broke down, you changed the engine. I don't think you are still up to the, you are still up to task to handle the bills that are on your account this month. So let me back you up. Bam. It works like that for couples, right, Janet? That's what I guess that's what you guys are doing. You although you run your account independently, you still check on each other. Are you doing okay on your side? Is everything okay? Are all the bills up to date? Or are you doing okay on your side? Are all the bills? Do you need help? Do you think that we can do something better? Or I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. It works. It's about the teamwork and the unity behind it and the transparency behind it. You run separate bank accounts and you still check on each other. Oh, what's going on your end? What's happening with your account? Oh my God. The other day I took off work for 2 months. It has played so hard on me. So I need help. Okay, I'll back you up this month with $200. How about that? You say, okay, that will work. And then you guys are doing it. And then after that, I say, are you stable now? Do you think that you can go by yourself or you still need help? Because I'm there for you. And it works that way. But there's some people that still have the same bank account and are still arguing to pay bills about it because the other one is saying that all of it is my money. Just remove the part that you put and do what you want to do with it. Yeah. And then sometimes you have a name that you have a bank account, and then you feel that, okay, since I put in $75 and the other person put in $25, I have the right to use the $75 with other person's knowledge. And when they ask, you say, I used what I put. Do you have a problem with that? That is not healthy. So even having a bank account hasn't united you people. Meanwhile, there's some people who even thrive better in unity with having separate bank account. Whatever work for your couple, it should be with mindset of unity, teamwork, and transparency. So let's move on to no, this was point number 6. Let's see that. Yep, I think those are the points. Yeah, those are the points, 6 points. And the love of money, many people have had issues in their lives, sorrows because of the love of money. If you love money more than your marriage, you will not thrive. If you love money more than God, you will not thrive. You love money more than your kids, more than anything, even more than your body. You can share your body, but you cannot share your money. You pierce yourself through many through with many sorrows. And then finally, I have some points here. Being a Christian in a marriage home, you need to be different in particular ways, in peculiar ways. They say that we are a chosen generation, a peculiar priesthood. We are not supposed to be to conform to the people of the world. People sometimes, most of the reasons why, Janet Anoku, I totally understand your approach, and that's what I commend. That's one of the ways so that you can manage money in a Christian home. But there are some people that don't do that for the goal of the family. They're doing it for their selfish goals. I have my things to build. I have my house to build, and you are building a house back home by yourself, and your spouse doesn't know about it, or you are separating your money because you are hiding a child from your spouse and raising that child. We Christians, we are different and have to approach this in a peculiar way. They do not have to adopt um, pers- the world's culture and perspective for money. God's will of unity for your life will not compromise your marriage. Shared or separate bank account is more of a spiritual matter than the bank account itself. Yeah, that's what we are talking about. It's more of a spiritual matter than the bank account itself. The yours and mine mentality in asset management doesn't support biblical marriage. Janet, what do you say about that? Hey, ladies, say something about it. The yours and mine mentality in asset management doesn't support biblical marriage. It's my, it's my house. It's my. You are living in the house with your wife, and you are calling it my house that I bought. Uh-huh. You are living in a house with your husband. You call it your house, my car, my bills, your bills, my this and my that. When you have that mindset, you don't refer to things as ours, our business. Oh, our business, our relationship, our money, our this. Yeah. It is so common in African men. Yep. It is so common in Africa. In African men, that's true. It's a culture thing in Africa, and they need to change. We need to change that mindset radically. Yeah. Even my father sometimes said that, and my father used to say that my compound. I say no. He said if a woman messes in my compound, she's going to go back to her parents' compound. I'm like, what? When you marry, you become one. He said, nope, it's my. That's how African men think, and that's the culture. But according to Christian, do we need to conform to the world? We do not have to adopt the world's culture. Emitona say, I don't think that's a good one. I mean, what then is your reason for marrying? Yep, a lot of African men who have not embraced Christianity still do that, Emitona. You wouldn't believe it. Even those who live here, they still have my this, my that, my. They just prefer, they just gain, they just feel secure to work money. They don't tell you about the money. They just come at the end of the month and they give you $500, and you don't know what is left in their pocket. You don't know what they made, and then they just tell you that today we are moving out of this house because I have bought a new house for myself. So you will move with the children there, and while by the time I come back from work, you people would already have been there, and you are moving to the house like a woman. You don't even know how much they bought the house, whether it's bought or whether it's given or whether it's what, you don't know. So a lot of African men do that, and you see when they have women who start working, that's when they too start talking about my money, my this and my that. There are people who still go, but Christian mindset is not that way. When you have my yours mentality, it doesn't really match with biblical concept. It should be ours, but even if there is diversity in management, but all should be focused and converge towards unity and teamwork and transparency, accountability. Yep. Janet says, that's why I say the day men start seeing their wives as part of their marriage will last a lifetime. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Janet Anuku, for that point. The day men start seeing women as part of them, mhm, marriage will last for a long time. Because all these things, my and yours thing, it originated from Africa, Emitonia. You realize that we come from a culture where men have been stingy to women to the point that when you start working your money, you're like, I'm not releasing mine because I'm not even sure you're going to release yours in the first place. So, dear people, why should we have boundaries? Every other relationship has boundaries except for marriage relationship. Yeah, every other relationship has boundaries. When you are relating to people, when you are even talking, you have boundaries where you reach. So, no, I can't cross this boundary. You speak, you speak, you speak, you speak. You arrive your intimacy. You stop. I can't go beyond this level. You speak, you speak, you speak. You arrive at your finances. You stop. I can't go beyond this level. You relate to your parents. You speak, you speak, you speak. You go at a certain point. You can't cross that boundary to your parents. You speak with your children. You get at a certain point. You cannot cross that boundary. You speak with your co-workers at work. You arrive at a certain point, you can't cross that boundary. But in your marriage, there are no boundaries, no physical boundaries, no financial boundaries, and you work hard to become one in spirit. Everything in life has to do with fear and trust, daughter of Zion says. But the mind of my is a stronghold. Oh, but with prayers, nothing is impossible. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, daughter of Zion. The mindset of my thing is a stronghold. And if you have that mindset of my thing, and get me right, I'm not talking about separate accounts, because separate accounts are a healthy can be a healthy way of dealing with finance in a particular home. The husband just say, you know what, just I trust you, the money that you have in that account, just manage. You are already doing good. I just like the way you are doing it. If you come and put me there to be looking, I will not even know what to look. So just run the house. I bless you, my dear. And if you need something, just let me know this other way to come over. Okay. I trust you the way I do it, while you are handling the way you are handling the house and the kids and everything. In fact, I'm fine with that. So, and just run it that way. And while this other one here is going for savings, you run the house that way, and they are just fine. They have separate accounts and they are in unity. It's not about my money. I run the house with my money, and no, that mindset of mine, claiming ownership over it, is a stronghold, says daughter of Zion. And you need to repent. You need to repent to save your marriage, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys joining us for this live today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that comes to the end of our chat, unless there is something else that um, you want us to talk about. Janet Anoku, thank you so much. Amy Tonya, thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Blue Jeans Network is in the building. Oh my God. Thank you so much for coming, Blue Jeans. Thank you so much for coming. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Blue Jeans Network, guess what? We have been talking about money. Where have you been? Hey, baby, is your food. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did not leave you out, my dear. Blue Jeans Network. We've been talking about money, money, money. Money, money, money. I know that's your domain, money, money. Blue Jeans. So yeah, you came and we are rounding up, but we can give you updates. We are talking today about whether a couple should have separate bank accounts. Blue Jeans Network, what do you think about that? Should a couple have separate bank accounts? We have gone through 6 points. And as you guys see today, hey guys, I'm moving forward with technology, okay? I'm moving forward with technology. I just completed the Technology Academy of Cops then. And now you see, I'm just displaying the slides. What do you guys think about my slides, guys? Did I do a good job today? Let Blue Jean say something. Now money matter. Blue Jean, we are waiting for your comment. We cannot leave today without reading your comment about money. Yeah, we cannot live today without reading your comment about money. We saw point one, how each relationship is unique, and the way you handle money affects your relationship. Which one is more valuable, your money or your body? You share the same body, and how come you cannot share the same money? Which is more valuable? Blue Jeans Network, we are waiting for your comments. We saw point number two, the perspective of finance in a couple is more focused on teamwork, accountability, and transparency, and not only on which bank account the money is in. I think couples should start with financial training, and whoever has the highest grade after the final test should handle the final. We start financial training, and then after the training, they have a grade, and the person with the highest grade should handle the finance. Okay. Hey, Janet Anoku is laughing at your comment, Blue Jeans. So, all right, now, should they have a joint account when the person with highest grade is handling the finance? Should they handle the finance from a separate account or from a joint account? What do you think? Cubs then is laughing so hard. Blue Jean said that you have to attend a training, and then when you get a grade, the person with the highest grade handles the finances. Cubs then wants to know, Blue Jeans, what grade do you have? Okay, so we are going to decide now who will handle finances in your house, because we have to know those grades now, so we can know who to hand finances to. And the person who has finances with a grade must be paid for that work. Oh. Janet and Niku said, no be, no be small training. Yeah, point number three, we said everything. is to get when everything is together as a team, it brings sense of unity in your marriage and your finances. And we supported you with the word of God. Blue jeans had A grade, so we supported you with the word of God. How good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. But that is when heaven commands blessings. So putting your stuff together, blue jeans, commands blessings in unity. The fourth point, we said having a separate bank account as a plan B in the background in case of a divorce indicates some insecurity in your marriage. And in that case, you need to work on your relationship. And I supported with Romans 12:2. We don't have to be conformed to this world. We don't always have to have divorce as a plan B. Instead, we can work on our relationship. But we have to be transformed by the renewing of our minds, that we may be proof of what is good and acceptable will and perfect will of God. Shade Princess Beneficial Knowledge. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're talking about finance today. Should couples have shared bank account? Oh, my ads finished. Oh, thank you. Should couple have shared bank accounts? Number five, you say most couples who operate separately usually don't have a healthy marriage, and some of them don't stay married. You cannot be separating and expect God to bless and multiply. We know that God is a God of addition and multiplication, but when we are in our marriage, we are dividing and subtracting. We cannot activate God to come and multiply. We have to be bring together, add together, and it will multiply. But when you are dividing, you cannot multiply. When you divide, you subtract. And then our sixth point was about when you separate finances or you separate your financial management, you just drift apart, and then separation and independent behavior becomes a normalcy. Like you just do your things yourself. Your husband is here building a house for himself, and you are there building a house for your cousin, and you're just spreading out the family wealth without having a common goal to realize anything. It will even be hard for you guys to realize a common goal because you only have that stronghold of my in it. Yeah, those are the 6 points that we saw today. And finally, we saw this point that Christians need to be different in a peculiar way. They do not have to adopt the world's culture and perspective for money. Bridget says sometimes it's one financial insecurity that causes problem. This is why I advise folk to marry into a rich family. Bridges, when people marry into a rich family, what happens? Who manages the money? Because that rich family, they need to manage that finance. How do they manage it? Should that rich family manage their finance in a separate account or a joint account? Okay, Tracy, you agree with Blue Jeans that you should marry into a rich family. And when you marry into a rich family, you can still marry into a rich family. They'll not even show you that money. You just see them rocking their money, doing their things, and you are sitting in the house watching movie of rich family. Some says that you will soon sell this man. I know you can't trade blue jeans for anything. Blue, is your family rich? What do you think? Are you asking an answer or you are asking a question, BB? How can you be asking blue jeans if his family is rich? Shade says, what if the spouse you love is poor? Tracy says that I will be rich too. My hobby's money is my money. Okay, that's good. You can build together later, says Shade. Emitonia, since I heal. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for the chat. Thank you so much. Wrong emoji. Oh. Shade said she sent a wrong emoji. I will be rich too. My hobby's money is my money. That is it. Your hobby's money is your money, is our money. Yeah, it's our money. Yeah, our money. Cops then says that I'm just enjoying the. It is too late. Cops then it is too late. Yeah, Comes then Blue Jeans said that it's too late to sell him out. You know, Blue Jeans says that Blue Jeans will tell you that if you want to sell him and they don't buy, if you go, he will follow you. I enjoy one man told his wife that you cannot leave me. Oh. If you leave me, I'll go with you. Yep, guys, thank you so much for coming. I mean, bond with each other, grab each other in the chat, and I was so grateful you guys came around and shared. Thank you so much for the insight you gave to this topic. God bless you, and we are coming to the end of our chat. Unless someone has something else that you want us to laugh about, who buy blue jeans find trouble. Okay. So if you buy blue jean, you are looking for trouble, right? Yeah. Once he married Cobbs then because Cobbs then is rich, and he married into a rich family, and he had a grade to manage the money. Blue jeans, you are blessed beyond compare. Who butter your bread? I tell you, you are blessed. Marry a rich woman, and on top of that, you had the A grade to manage the income. I just wonder if it's in a bank, in a joint account or separate account. If it's in a separate account, my bro, you don't win jackpot. So long as there's money, eh? Yeah. All right, guys. I think we have come to the end of our stream, and I would love that she is the lucky one. Oh. Yeah, honestly, God butter with blue band butter. You should- Yep. God butter blue jeans network but bread. Yesterday, Blue Jeans Network made its premiere on this how disadvantages of of being married, and I'm like, seriously, just change the title. You cannot even find a real disadvantage of marriage. Okay, don't. That video yesterday, Blue Jeans, I was just like, really, these are disadvantages, and all the fun stuff he was saying about it. He says when you are married, the disadvantage is that you have to be on schedule for this. They have to program this for you. You cannot wear a shirt. They have to adjust your shirt, button your buttons in the right place. How does that sound like a disadvantage, Blue Jeans? When they have to tell you how to eat healthy, you cannot eat too much this or too much that. They put you on a healthy diet. How is that a disadvantage? He said that the disadvantage is you don't have your money. He said that another disadvantage is you cannot spend money anyhow. Of course, you have an accountant, free accountant. I want someone to put me on schedule, Blue Jeans. You have free accountant, free scheduler, free supervisor that you don't even pay. Oh, leave Blue Jeans. So ah, we'll keep talking to him. Maybe one day he will hear. And on top of that, he titled the video "Disadvantages of Being a Married Man." Oh my God. Disadvantages of being a married man. And then in the beginning of the video, he says that he's a happy man. He's a happily married man. Okay. What is disadvantages of being a married? And then I was like, let me come and hear disadvantages. And then I heard the beginning, like, maybe I'm in the wrong premiere. I thought I was in the wrong premiere. I clicked back and said, I hope I'm not somewhere else. I went back. It's here. Okay. All right, guys. Cisco, then can you look for someone who is live for us so we can go say hi? Thank you so much, my people. I'm so blessed always having you guys here. I'm so blessed always having you guys. Amy, Tony, I see I haven't watched your video. I'm going there now. This yesterday for me was crazy, and today. Yesterday we have 8 amazing people in the building. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so blessed to have you guys here. Thanks so much. Okay, let me give blue jacket to this my people. This is just not fair. Hey Tracy, you are the person of the house, right? Okay, give blue jacket. Comes then, please, can you look for us a link? Let's go say hi to somebody before we go and into our daily activities. I'm just giving blue jacket. Okay. Who else? Janet. Mommy Janet. I don't even know why you don't have blue jacket here. Or maybe someone robbed you of your blue jacket. Hey! Oh my goodness. Is that super chat? What? What? Wonderful. Super chat. Tracy Ajebulu. Woo! God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. That one is going to joint account. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, my dear sister. God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for supporting. And again, guys, I have membership that I've started, but I did not activate it yet. It's coming. Maybe next live stream, I'm going to introduce my membership. It must be Blue Jean that rob people of their blue jacket. We'll give, if I had a red jacket, I would have given it to him. Thank you so much, Tracy, for that super chat. God bless you, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep, thank you so much. Gobson, did you find someone? Did you find a link? Did you find someone? What? Oh my goodness! Another one? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my goodness, Tracy! What are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. My my joint account. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Mambe cooking is live. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, get her. I'm not sure if you know her. Minister of Music, Teres is live. I mean, anyone, I don't know Mambe cooking. I don't know. I don't know, but it doesn't matter to me whether we know someone. It's always an opportunity to connect, right? Glory, Victor TV, buy life, it's running. Buys life, leave it, leave it running. Oh, Glory Victor, you're going. All right, my dear. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Okay, we are almost at the end. We are going to go and rate somebody. We'll be having the link here. Thank you so much, Tracy, for that super chat. And guys, my membership is coming on maybe next week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, wow. You are such a lovely person, Tracy. God bless you. God replenishes that. Thank you so much. I mean, you've made my day. Just clap me with cash. Favor Talk Show. Oh my God, Favor, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're coming towards the end, Favor. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, Favor. How are you doing today? The link of Mama B Cooking TV. Guys, thank you so much for coming. A link has been dropped. Click on the link and let's go say hi to Mama Be Cooking channel. Go in there, tell her consistent place, rate, and then please give her thumbs up. And if you can stay or you stay for a few minutes and then you go, and I would really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. Favor Talk Show, thank you so much for coming. Mommy Stella's Secret Place, thank you so much for coming. Hey, Cobbs, then I really appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all you did. Thank you for coming here. I really appreciate. Thank you. Thank you, Mommy Secret, Stella's Secret Place. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. See you over there. See you over there. Yeah. All right. Bye. Bye, guys, and see you at Mama Be Cooking Place. Thank you so much, Bibi. See you over there. Thank you so much, and have a nice day.